Good morning, guys, and welcome to Ultimate Exotics. So it's an early start here at Ultimate Exotics. We're getting ready to get to the airport and go and head down to Cape Town. Now, the reason why we're going to Cape Town is Cape Town are having their first ever Reptile Expo. So we're very excited about it. We're there to support it, whether it's big or small. We like to support it, and as long as we can encourage more people to keep pet reptiles or keep pet reptiles responsibly in the correct way, we're all for it. So we're going down to support these guys who are starting the first ever Reptile Expo for Cape Town, and Cape Town is far away. So Ultimate Exotics is based in Durban, South Africa. Cape Town is much lower down, right at the southern tip of the African continent, and they're about 1,800 k's away, so it's a far trip. So what we're doing is, it was a bit of a last minute decision if we're going to make it or not. So what we're going to do, what we did is we sent down all our hard stock for our stand, and we are heading off to the airport this morning. Our hard stock is hopefully arriving today. Let's just pray that it arrives. And we're heading down to the airport, and hopefully by the time we arrive in Cape Town, our hard stock has arrived with the courier as well. So we're cutting it a bit fine, but I'm sure all will be okay. And in this expo, we're not going to be taking any livestock for this one. There's two reasons. Firstly is a lot of our snakes are still at eggs, so our livestock is very limited, so we thought it's best rather we just hold back our livestock for our local stores here in Durban. And secondly, we weren't sure if we were actually going to make this expo or not. And so it's a bit of a last minute decision, and Cape Town does require quite a bit of paperwork and permits with regards to sending the snakes or livestock down there. So we just didn't really have the time for it. But we're very excited. We've also got our mate down there, Tyron, from Tyron's Colubrids, and we're going to pop into his place and see some of his cool snakes. He does have some scaleless corn snakes. He's one of the few guys in South Africa with scaleless corns, including ourselves. We're keen to go and see some of his snakes, and hopefully, and support this expo, and hopefully it's a success, and they'll keep doing it on a yearly basis, because the more we can get out there, the more we can promote the reptile hobby, the better for all of us. So let's go hit the road. I'm going to go fetch Ralphie now, and then down to the airport. Right guys, so here's the Ultimate Exotics stand. We're in Cape Town here. These guys are doing their first ever Reptile Expo, so we just brought some hard stock. We've got all our great range of products here. Everything you need reptile related. Like I said, unfortunately we didn't bring livestock this time. Here's our cool products. It's our new crested gecko food. It's selling really well. It's working really well with all the cresties. There's our reptile calcium. So we're just trying to promote all our own brands here. Reptile Boost.
Hey everybody, we have just finished up with day one of the Cape Town Reptile Expo. We had a really good day. We got to put some faces to names of customers we've been dealing with for many years. Overall a great success. Maybe Rolf can tell you a little bit more about our day.
Yeah, so overall we're very happy with the expo, and thank you so much to everyone who came to our stand, came and said hi. It was so great seeing you, especially to all our customers that have been watching our videos. And also we saw customers which we've been dealing with for many years, some of them up to 5 years. We've been dealing with them over social media, and they've been supporting us, and it was so good to finally meet you guys, and thanks for coming and saying hi. So yeah, we've just finished up now, and now we're on our way to go see one of our good buddies, Tyron, from Tyron's Corns and Colubrids. He's got a couple of awesome snakes, so yeah, let's go check it out. How's it, guys? So we're here with our buddy Tyron, all the way in Cape Town, from Tyron's Corns and Colubrids. Tyron's got a couple of awesome snakes here. He deals with a lot of different colubrids, and he also works with the scaleless corn snake mutation, which is something that we also really enjoy, and we're also starting to work with. So we're going to go through a couple of the snakes and show you guys what he has. He's got some amazing snakes here, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so you say you have some eggs in here.
Yeah, so
what female is it?
So what I have here is my latest clutch that's been laid now. This is a creamsicle female that was bred to a gold dust male. So
awesome.
what I'll do is we'll take the clutch out, we'll pull it, I'll mark it off, and we'll add it to our incubator once the clutch has been pulled. So
let's check it out.
So as you can see from all the vermiculite laying all over the cage here,
She's been in there.
Yeah, so before she lays, she normally just trashes everything to look for the perfect spot.
Yeah.
So
and you just have your vermiculite just slightly damp?
Slightly damp, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for the lay box.
Yeah.
And once she's laid the eggs, then I remove it and I just put a normal hide back in there.
Okay, cool.
So this is our female in question.
Oh man, she's beautiful.
Nice clutch of eggs, 100%
clutch.
fertility rate. So yeah, what we'll do now is first thing we'll do is we'll just grab one of these hides at the back here for now. Chuck it in this cage. This is something that's not commonly kept anymore, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah, we haven't, I mean, these used to be around, there was quite a few around, but we haven't seen these around for a long time.
Yeah,
Andean milk snakes.
These are Andean milk snakes, yes.
Oh, it's so good to see them. And it's amazing how species, they can disappear in the hobby if the guys don't consistently breed them.
Exactly, like bull snakes. Bull snakes, a Durango mountain king snake.
Oh, these are awesome.
Little male. Unfortunately, I only have 2 boys. I don't have a girl, but hopefully someone can sort it out.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah.
And then they have a king snake here as well. St. Louis Potosi king snake.
Yeah. Oh, I love these guys.
The nice thing about
We've got the granites of this, and the harpo of this. Yeah.
The nice thing about them is they make such a great beginner snake because they never ever bite.
Yeah, the babies
the musking,
like
they don't
yeah,
bust
don't
as
bust.
well.
Babies don't bite.
So they make the ideal pet because they're so pretty too.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the sibling.
Or root beer.
Yes, this is also, these are both normals, but they're quite different from each other.
Yeah. That's so cool. And do you know what rat snake it is that they've hybridized with?
No,
What
I
species?
don't,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it's not in the blue, eh?
That's beautiful. That's almost like a lavender. That's awesome. And do you think this is just Annery Gunston?
Annery Hypogunston.
Annery
Because
Gunston.
the-
So it is a ghost, yeah.
Yeah, the original pairing was a Hypo Gunston het Annery to a Gunston double het Hypo Annery.
Okay.
And that's what made me decide on the fact that this has to be a ghost.
Okay.
A kind of a ghost complex,
Yeah.
because the Hypo and the Annery was present in both parents.
Yeah, 100%.
And obviously it hatched out looking completely different
Yeah.
from its siblings. So this would be a 2-year-old Gunston ghost or root beer ghost.
Real broken pattern. Very cool. Very interesting.
Yeah, so I want to take the project to a different direction as well, just to see what has going on here.
Yeah.
So this
Take
is a red mountain rat snake, or commonly known as a bamboo rat snake. This is
Oh, those colors are so clean. You know what I like about these is that they keep that high contrast and bright color even as adults.
as adults, yeah.
It doesn't fade at all.
That's
it's still
awesome,
just as
yeah.
bright. Yeah, it's so awesome.
And now, what is the scientific name of this, or the species?
This is Oreocryptophis perforaceus coxi.
So this is coxi.
This is coxi.
And the other one we're about to look at now is
Lactocinctus, yes.
Okay, beautiful.
And then this is the Oreocryptophis perforaceus lactocinctus.
So that's Lactocinctus. Now these guys don't like to be kept too warm, so you've got to be very careful with them. What would you say hotspot? Like 28 degrees or even less?
Even that's pretty warm.
So
Yeah, I would say between 25 and about 25 for the hot.
So just keep them kind of at a temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And if you have a hotspot, make sure it doesn't go much above that, and then they can be cooler than that. The room temperature can go
exactly
down a lot cooler than that.
Because they do come from Asia and the temperatures drop quite significantly in the rainforest.
But these captive bred ones, they do very well. Hey,
yes, and she did produce a fire for me last season.
Oh, she's huge. That's a giant. What a beaut.
So that's your classic blood red.
That is awesome, man.
Very nice example of a blood red.
She's beautiful, man.
And she produced me
Big corn,
fire last season.
Blood red corn.
And this is the fire.
Oh man! Now what
which is an albino.
So that's an albino
that's
blood
an
red.
albino blood red, yeah.
Gee.
Looks exactly like a blood, but look at the belly.
This is quite interesting. Well, these two corn snakes, they both look very striped, which is true. They are striped, but they actually come from two different lines with different genetics. And Tyron will explain it now. So this one here is a...
Cool. So this is an actual stripe corn, which is the gene stripe.
And is that recessive?
And stripe is recessive.
Yeah.
So you can produce head stripes as a pattern mutation.
Okay. So that's a stripe corn.
So what gives it away is at the back of the head, you've got two stripes that come down the body. They don't necessarily have to be complete. They could be broken, which is called a vanishing stripe.
Yeah.
But so long as I have two stripes on the back of the head, that would be an actual stripe.
Okay.
Then you have the one with a single stripe running down the middle of the body. And
you can see the main stripe all the way down. Yeah?
Yes, exactly.
And then
this is what they would call a pinstripe motley. So it's a specific line bred trait to fuse the mottles that it would have had and create the stripe. And this one is a very good example of a pinstripe. It's almost actually a perfect example of a pinstripe.
And Tyron actually bought this one from us as a hatchling.
This is a little ultimate exotics snake, and this one is doing amazingly well.
He's done well. This is grown into a beautiful snake. Oh man, look at that.
This is a coral ghost striped tessera.
Oh wow, okay. Coral ghost. So the coral ghost has now got a lot of pink in it, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a line bred anery.
Okay,
a line bred ghost.
Line bred ghost to have a lot of pink. Eh?
Exactly.
Look at the pink on its neck there. How beautiful is that? That's amazing.
And it works the same as a champagne corn snake, which is a line bred snow to produce all the yellow.
So this has hypo in it. This has tessera and this has anery. A line bred anery.
Type A. Yeah.
Amazing. Jeez, that's a beautiful snake.
So this is a caramel tessera. And this one was bred to my anery scalus male. And she's carrying a clutch of eggs at the moment, so we're hoping to produce some nice multi-hits.
I just love it, Tessera, how it breaks up the pattern. It's so unusual,
it's definitely cool,
And
this was originally a wild-caught snake that they proved genetic.
The Tessera?
Yeah.
It's amazing. So many. Also, the Palmetto was wild-caught as well.
Exactly. So this one comes from
Sunkist.
a pair of creamsicle, and they were both head for Sunkist.
Jeez, look how beautiful. How bright is that?
And this one popped out.
Now, Sunkist, what exactly is that? Is that a recessive morph?
Sunkist is also a recessive gene.
Okay.
Sunkist is a very nice gene to work with.
And it kind of just breaks up the pattern, kind of blends it all in. And then also you get that the white speckling.
Yes. So Sunkist also cubes the saddles.
Okay.
Heavily.
Cubes the saddles.
So it cubes it heavily. This is an actual Sunkist. This one is a bit of a mulletchy, so I won't take it out, but I'll show it to you. That's a normal Sunkist.
Okay, there's your normal Sunkist.
So you can see on the saddles, it doesn't look like normal corn snake patterns at all.
Okay.
So it basically cubes it heavily.
A hyper lavender motley corn snake. And now, like, a lavender on its own is such a beautiful morph. Then you add hyper into it, and then it brings out pinks.
Yes.
And increases the purple.
And it gets a lot purple as it ages,
And now this has also got motley. Now motley patterns are normally spots down the back and a bit of stripes, but this is really broken up a lot.
Yeah, it's like an aberrant kind of patterning. What gives it away is also the belly that's got no checkers on it.
Yes,
so
all motleys have. Got clean bellies, motleys.
Scaleless corn snake.
Oh, she's awesome.
And as you can see, she's got quite a bit of scales on her. So
What scales vary in the amounts of scales.
Exactly. Similar to a pied ball python.
Yeah.
You get high whites, low whites, medium
Yeah.
whites. Same thing with the scaleless. It's completely random.
Oh, it's
You can get a full clutch of scaleless from this snake, or you can get a clutch with semi-scales as well.
Yeah. So this one's probably got about 50% of her scales, maybe a bit less.
Yeah,
40% of her
exactly.
scales. It's quite incredible.
But the nice thing with scaleless corns is they all have belly scales.
So their movement's perfectly normal.
Exactly.
And do you have any issues with your scaleless corns?
Nothing at all.
Yeah,
Shedding,
same with us.
shedding
Like
and
the normal
everything. You know, there was a lot of talk and a lot of
controversy.
controversy
Yeah,
around the
negativity.
subject. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But my
then-
snakes shed in one piece. They shed
Yeah.
in full.
Same with ours. We have no issues with ours, and we wouldn't keep them if there was major health issues. You know what
Exactly. Because you don't want to send that as a pet to somebody.
I mean? No,
or
if it's
something,
got health
you know.
complications.
Exactly. Yeah. So she'll hopefully breed for me next year.
Oh,
She's a
she's
beautiful
cool.
snake.
I've never seen one with that many scales. So these are all Tyron's eggs so far from the season, and you can see quite a few of the tubs have multiple clutches in them. So he's having a good season here, and I can't wait to see some of the babies he produced.
Yeah, me neither. Definitely. So I mean, you can see the big eggs from the Mexican black king snake.
Oh, beautiful.
And then those three very strange elongated ones from the
Andean.
milk snakes.
Oh, I hope those hatch.
If you
How
look
beautiful
at
is that grey banded king snake? Awesome. He's really cool. This is one of Tyron's rhino rat snakes. I love this guy because he's actually, our ones have got a lot more green, and this guy's actually got a lot of blue in him. There's such a beautiful species of rat snake.
wondering if it maybe could be a breeding season.
Almost
thing.
like a hormonal blue.
Exactly, like the green tree pythons do.
pythons, yeah. Insane.
Because I mean, the female's not too far away from him, so
Yeah.
you can smell her. He's in a tub. She's in a tub just like next to it.
And if you're wondering why they're called rhino rat snakes,
Look at that head.
look at that head. There's some modified scales on the tip of its nose that give it like a horn there. And it's actually soft because it's just scales.
Other
So
name
it's
for
not a
this one is a Vietnamese unicorn.
There you go. Incredible species of snake.
So this is albino Tyri, Leona's face.
Wow, that is so orange. That is the most orange albino king snake I've seen.
She
So
was
it's also a variable king snake.
It's a variable king snake,
It's a T minus albino variable king snake.
yes. So the nice thing is, even if you put a normal with it, you won't carry the albino gene visually
Yeah.
with the babies.
Yeah.
But you'll produce all four of the different phases,
Yes.
from a milk phase to a
Yes.
Leonis to buckskin.
This is Tyron's other scaleless corn snake, and it's an anathoristic scaleless. And this thing is just so beautiful. Look at the pattern. So when the scales go away with the scaleless mutation, the pattern often it gets enhanced and the color brightens.
Yeah, it's
It gets much darker.
It's got room to come out.
Yes, yeah. So it's just such a beautiful snake. These scaleless are just incredible. And so many people, they have such different descriptions of how they feel. Some people, they're like silky, velvety, soft. Some people say they feel like human skin. Others say they feel like marshmallows or like the skin of a gecko. So there's lots of different descriptions, and you can only really understand it until you've actually felt one of these. Okay, so this is Tyron's albino Nelson's milk snake. And what's cool about this is they normally have very even bands throughout. But this one has large amounts of white and reduced red. And look how beautiful this milk snake is. It is so beautiful. These are very similar to a Cinnalone milk snake, but this is the Nelson's milk snake. And this one, he's line breeding for reduced red pattern. So this is albino
Anaconda.
And anaconda, is that a recessive gene?
No, anaconda is a
Dominant.
co-dominant
Oh,
gene.
co-dominant. So
It's a
you do
co-dominant
get a
gene. You get a
superform.
superform, yeah. So basically, superform is that head pattern, exactly as it is, and the rest of the body's patternless,
Yes, that's correct.
completely patternless, and with a black belly. But in this case, obviously with the albino,
albino.
there won't be a black belly.
Yeah. Oh,
And
man,
then, so citrus is apparently co-dominant, and so is the anaconda. So the pair will produce super citrus, super condas. I have no idea what they look like, but I'm hoping to find out one of these days.
Beautiful. You can hear there's a slight hiss coming from this hog nose because he's a little bit upset with us. And Tyron was just saying, how do they make that sound?
What they do is they inhale air and they force it out their lungs, but they force it out the front of their mouth, not out the nostrils. And what it does is it actually floats up the nostril scale, and kind of intensifies the sound, and it gives it a louder hissing sound than what it's actually producing.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing those incredible snakes. Thanks Tyron for showing us around.
Awesome,
Well
man.
done,
No
man.
worries.
Those
Thank you for
snakes
coming
are-
around.
Yeah, you can just see his collection's incredible. He's got some amazing Colubrids and he's doing some great things with his different projects. Guys, give Tyron a follow on Facebook. It's Tyron's Corns and Colubrids, so go check him out. And you can also check on keep up to date
as well,
on
yeah.
Instagram, and you can keep up to date with all the stuff that's going to be hatching this season.
Yeah,
So
it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back in Durban, we're back at Ultimate Exotics, and what a busy weekend Cape Town was. So this was their first ever Reptile Expo. It was small, but it was an excellent start for first expo. There's a lot of feet through the door, a lot of newcomers. So we got to teach and educate people about the reptile hobby, and just share the hobby with new people in Cape Town. And I'm sure that there's a lot of room for growth in the hobby there. And this being the first expo, I'm sure it will only get better from here. So thanks to the organizers for the expo. We really enjoyed ourselves. And a special thanks to all our customers in Cape Town who came by the expo, who came and said hello. It was great seeing you guys. And once again, thank you so much for the support. So yeah, we've got a busy week ahead of us. We're getting ready now for the Joburg Expo this weekend. It's the Christmas Expo up in Joburg. We can't wait to get there. We hope to see a lot of you there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment below, hit the like button, and most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Keep well. Cheers.